Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Man, he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up, to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Rips off a big gain. Finally tackled at the 46.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Because I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The throw, it's Klubnik. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. That's a fly to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Boy, a costly mistake here by the quarterback. Forces that ball into coverage, and the defense comes up with the interception. Hate to see the game start off like this for this offense.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the single back. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. Just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
Quick throw to the left side. Oh, incomplete. He's barely lucky that wasn't intercepted here in the opening possession. I think they have that one back. It's going to bring up 4th down. They bring the punter on the field coverage team, able to touch it, so no return on the play.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams from this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Makes a quick grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
The defense sits back in a zone cover. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
On a wide receiver screen with a corner that tight, you've got to do a good job of blocking him or screening him. Nobody there, and a quick reaction by the corner allows him to make a nice play.
And he's got his man open downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Return begins inside the 10. And the return man brought down. That's decent yardage on that return. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's the spin move. Oh, he breaks free. It's a foot race. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 32.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, they just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. Get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Looking for some space. It's low. Tackle, but first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Notre Dame has moved now into the red zone. They'll give it to the running back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, they don't hit this downfield. but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that. He's a threat to run or throw.
Pass caught. Can he get in? Defense makes the stop at the 3.
I don't blame the quarterback here. You get to third down with the catch radius that this tight end has, give it to him every single time. Now it's 1st and goal.
And the pass is complete to the tight end. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a 2nd and goal. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they get stuffed at the line of scrimmage here. That's going to bring up a 3rd down play for this offense. And, hey, I know it's the first half. With the way this defense is playing and the fact that they have a nice lead, this is an important 3rd down to try to convert here.
So 8 plays into this drive now. It's 3rd and goal. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Caught near the sideline. It's Brown. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Scanning the field. It's Klubnik. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, your best player's got to make big plays in these kind of moments, and that's what happened right here with this defensive back. The offense in a tie game in the red zone, looking at points, and instead, the defense with the interception. In a tie game, their offense now has the ball.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And the defense wraps it up.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the 1st down. You want to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
Decision to go for it doesn't work out this time.
How about that defensive front and the linebackers collapsing down on the football? You would think that the quarterback sneak is a safe call, an easy call to get the yards that you need, but not with that push by that defensive line.
Brought down, but broke a tackle. It's a solid game there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. It's nearly picked off. He couldn't hold on to it. Don't expect that from such a reliable defender. Brings up 4th down, though. The Tigers will have to kick this away. He's on looking for a solid punt here. And the ball is away from his own end zone. When he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. Caught behind the line. It's Mitchell. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Breaking tackles. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's a solid run. Gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Evans. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Hand it off for a draw. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Boy, just stoned at the line of scrimmage by this defensive front. They have been having their way at the line of scrimmage the entire first half of this national championship. And if these guys do not find a way to become more than one-dimensional, there's no way they're going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole.
Fires it to the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
And he's tackled after the catch.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try at 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Fires it to the wideout. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. The snap, quarterback setting up the throw. Incomplete, and as good as he threw the ball, that's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. With the return, it's low. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw, trying to extend the play. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Leonard. Running back has it on the screen now. He's swarmed by the defense.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a 1st down. Notre Dame comes around quickly. The defense with 3-step movement of its own. Snags the quick throw. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a 4th down play, and they will take over on downs now. 1st down here for this offense. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it go quickly. It's a highlight reel diving catch there.
Chris, when I quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a 1st down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Stool. Timeout is called. Clock strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looking to throw. It's Klubnik. Caught near the sideline on just a short gain.
Boy, this is great effort. I mean, he gets his foot down, but it's meaningless without the yardage to follow.
So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. Down the middle, and they add to their lead.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And it's caught from inside the 20. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Chris, there's another sack by a Clemson defender. And, you know, so often in football we get so caught up in the quarterbacks and the spread looks and the big explosive plays on offense. But you think about where Clemson's been for the last 10 or 12 years, I think their defense deserves as much credit as guys like Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. This defense has gone to a different level, and that's why they're a national contender every single year.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Oh, and he can't hang on to it. That's a guy known for his hands. Couldn't pick it off. Brings up fourth down. One team making their way on the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him, but he found a nice lane in that return. His drive starts in good position. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Back to pass. It's Klubnik. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Graham behind the line. It's Maffa. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That run moves the ball across the 40.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Offense goes to the pistol formation now. They'll run it here. A sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Third down, the offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. To throw, it's Leonard. Looking to scramble. They'll try a pass here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he pulls in the catch.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
And now the handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the same runner's got it again. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Now it's 3rd and short from the 22. You expect this is 4-down territory. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He's escaping the pocket now. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out on the field. Hoping to improve in the last drive. They got stopped on 4th down, and it ended up costing them a field goal. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He breaks free. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Klubnik. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame. It's a takeaway and a touchdown, and this game is suddenly tied. What a moment in this championship game.
Yeah, just a sensational play by this defense right here. Their fingerprints are all over that, and you could see it. They weren't content with just getting a stop or getting a turnover. They wanted to score, and they did.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Clemson offense is back out there. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going a pick 6 last time out here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for the wideout. And the defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. The next tip ball could be going the other way.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got fourth down.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Can he make it? And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for a safety. He's got the speed to be able to outrun the linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
Caught in the backfield. It's Evans.
Man, really good job here by the defense, flying around, recognizing the ball is out, and then making the tackle short of the first down.
And it's good right down the middle.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To throw, it's Klubnik. They bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pocket breaking down. Puts the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
They'll kick it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Both area running through tackles. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. And looking to throw now on first down. He's going to take off here. Breaks wings at the 40. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Trying to find room. It's Price. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So it's first and goal. The offense will try to milk the clock and add points if they can. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Who's close to the goal line, and the football comes out. Who's got it? Looks like the defense has it.
Chris, we're in the fourth quarter. You're in the red zone with a nice lead, a chance to maybe score and put this game away, and instead you put the ball on the ground. It's a fumble. This game just got really interesting.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together in this drive with a little more urgency. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. The sure hands. It's Mata. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball under the 36.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. To the air. It's Klubnik. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to pull it. Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Well, anytime the quarterback takes off and improvises, there's always the risk that the ball goes on the ground. He does a nice job of going off script, trying to create to make something, anything happen. But he doesn't take care of the ball, and the defense does a nice job of swatting the ball away.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Price. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They fumbled it away last time, and now they're in a big hole. They got to react quickly here. On first and 10 here, we're going to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Completion makes it second down. A quick throw out left, complete. They break it down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. He'll take a deep shot. It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a fourth interception in this game. Second down now.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Back to throw. It's Klubnik. That's a fly to the wideout. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the three-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Looking to throw again. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Clemson. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
Extra point splits the uprights. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. The defense has all 3 timeouts remaining, so they have to run a couple of plays here. It's a quarterback keeper. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. That'll be enough for a 1st down, brought down at the 43. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Three guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Using his legs, it's Price.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. For the last team standing at the top of the mountain for national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. As you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are official, your kings of college football and national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.